Okay guys, so we have decided to play in the sand again today. I'm actually going to try to do something that I used to do a long time ago, and it's a multicast. So what we're going to do is go ahead and get our mold filled up. And I guess if you're going to jump back into this, you might as well jump back into it with both feet, because I'm going to be casting more than one thing at a time this time. I'm going to do a little wheel or sprue with several different little things on it, or a couple little things. What I'm doing today, I actually used to do a lot of them back in the day. Kids loved them. I actually did them out of sterling though. I didn't really do them out of pure silver. So they were a little bit harder to do, a little bit more temperature, but they still used to turn out pretty good. In fact, I think I actually still have one somewhere stashed. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and fill this up, and then we are going to cast 3 things at one time, or we're going to try. I'm not making any guarantees. This is only my second 3D, guys, again, after a long time, so we're going to do the best we can. Hey guys, okay, we are outside now. Let me check the furnace, but I believe we are good to go. So we are going to go ahead and get set up and pour this. And while I've got you guys checking out my old wrapped up so it gets hot enough furnace, Baggins named his furnace Smaug, or Smaug. I want you guys to help me name this old-timey, poor, dilapidated little guy. So if anybody can think of a good name for this little furnace right here, put it in the comments below, and we'll see if we can't find this thing a name. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and get this set up to pour, so we'll be right back at you in just a second. Okay guys, we are actually ready to go. Go ahead and get rid of that. Our metal's good and hot. I actually have my little pot of water back there for the extra silver, because I got 3.5 ounces in here. I don't think I'm going to need it all. So my shot pot. And I actually should do that every time I pour, because what you do is you actually end up with your shot down in here that you can just pick up instead of having the overpour go flying everywhere. Put extra silver in there and then just dump it into your shot pot, and you won't have to worry about the little BBs going everywhere like I did last time. So anyway, I think this poured out good. I didn't see anything come through the vents, so I don't know for sure if we got it. I'm going to go ahead and pause, and we'll break this open and see where we're at. Okay guys, the moment of truth is upon us. Well, it looks like we got a fill, and we got them, guys. Look at that. Look at there, we got them. Wonderful. I may have a little extra trimming to do, but we actually got them. So that is great. It worked just like I wanted it to. Let me clean this out. I actually probably overheated my metal a little bit for this, because I did want it to flow. It is actually kind of cold out here. Let me go ahead and dig this out here. Put this guy up here because he's already cleaned off. Got a little bit of overpour to contend with, but not too bad. And that's simply because I had a real problem with this Triceratops. He just didn't want to stay in the sand when I was trying to get the mold made. So he actually has got a little bit, but the other two came out pretty good. So our little tree worked. I actually used, for the center part of the tree, I actually used an old button battery to give it the fill spot to take it out. Okay, so there that is. There that is. And here's what we ended up with, guys. There's our little dinosaurs. You can see he overpoured a little bit, the Triceratops, but I'll trim him up. The other two came out really nice. Nice and clean. So we will get back at you when we are inside. Gotta clean my silver out of here and get back in. It's getting cold. So we'll be back at you in a bit. Okay guys, we're back inside, and as you can see, our little tree worked. We got our 3 little dinosaurs. There's my stuff from my water pot that I'm just going to let it sit there in this little thing and dry out, and then it's ready to be poured again. And by doing that, I actually, if you saw the first video where I did my first sand casting, when it filled and I kept going, you know, you always have that last little bit that's in the crucible that just blows out. And it, you know, on the wood it was okay because it burned into the wood, so I could pick up the BBs. But if you put a little bit of extra metal in when you're melting, more than you need, then you can stop your pour, and that'll keep that last little bit, you know, from coming out, because you can stop as long as there's some in there. It's when you get to the very end that it just shoots out like a bullet. So if you do that and put in a little extra metal, then you can just pour it into a shot pot like I did, and you don't have to worry about contending with that last little bit that blows out. So anyway, what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut these guys off, and then we will clean them up and see what we get. So we'll be back at you in just a bit. Okay guys, so we basically just cut them off of the sprue. Now I'm going to go ahead and trim the air vents off of them, which are these extra little tiny long goobers right there. And then we are going to clean them up, and I'll show you what they look like when we're all done with them. So we'll be back at you in a bit. What we're doing here is we're just taking off these little burrs and cleaning it up and getting them nice and ready for polishing. So it's not just a 1, 2, 3 thing, cut them off the sprue and throw them in the tumbler. That ain't how it works. You have to get off all the casting marks and so on and so forth. So there is a little bit more involved than just tossing them in a tumbler. Well, okay, everybody, here they are. There's the little silver dinosaurs. There's what they came from. That's the little Triceratops. And I think he's supposed to be a baby brachiosaur. And the little T-Rex. So I'm very pleased they came out good. Came out like I wanted them to. So I'm pretty happy with them. So hopefully Cheryl will let me put these up on the website or offer them for sale. We'll see. Alrighty, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you all in the next video.